I am going to use your comment as a teachable moment because you kind of walked right into my point. Oh my goodness. Y'all, would you like to know what letter just disturbed my peace? Okay, so the first thing you got to know about me, I am a wordsmith. I blogged for like 7 or 8 years, and I still do blog and write. And one day there'll be a book or memoirs or something or whatever. I don't know. The Most High is still developing that. Anyway, the point is, I'm a wordsmith. I was a journalism major, graduated from one of the top 3 journalism schools in the nation. Shout out to Scripps. All praise to the Most High for a really good education and the opportunities that have come from that. Also, by now you've probably figured out, I am quite the deep critical thinker. Critical thinking, also psychoanalytical, which is why I'm looking at PhDs in psychology. I am a deep critical thinker, okay? And so I used to be just befuddled, could not grasp the ayin. Hold on, let me pull out my trusty book. Ah, yes, here it is. The ayin. Now, okay, what was throwing me for a loop was it looked like an O. And I could not get it through my head. I was so confused. Why is everybody saying Yahweh was shy and shy and shy? And I'm like, it's Yahweh's show, isn't it? I just could not grasp it for the longest time. Then I finally got it. The way that I got it, the way that I came to understand it, and I question now if it really, I sometimes question if some letters or the sounds of letters have actually stood the test of time and made it into the present day. Let me show you. So, ayin, ayin, you hear it? And so what I found that really helped me was looking at the pictographs and understanding what they were trying to communicate with the pictograph and how the pictograph eventually got slightly simplified into a letter. That's what I love about Paleo, as they call it. The world now calls it Paleo Hebrew. It's just Hebrew though. What I love about sticking to the Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, is the Paleo always reflects the truth. The Paleo reflects the truth. You see that? An eye shape. See how the shape, and the same is true. Let me give you another example. I'm gonna have to reorganize my whole alphabet. I'm making a mess. But do you see how the pictograph has that seed? What are we looking at here? See how that is preserved in the Paleo Hebrew script? Let me give you another example. Oh, this one's really good. Do you see how the pictograph and the Paleo, they always look very, very similar to the original? Look at this. This drives me absolutely freaking insane. You would be hard pressed to find any letter in the so-called modern Hebrew that actually looks anything like the original. Why am I saying that? The reason it drove me crazy, I get so offended by it, is because, first of all, modern Hebrew is what is widely recognized and popularized, even though it is so far strayed away from the truth. Let's say this is the truth, the original, and this is how, like, let's call this the shorthand. This is the shorthand of the truth. Truth, shorthand of the truth. What the frick is this? What in revisionist history is that? What is it? What is it? How, Sway? It is probably less than 7 or 5 letters in the modern Hebrew that actually reflect the truth. Do you hear what I'm saying? Not just literally, but spiritually. It is so offensive to me because it is such a flagrant demonstration of how they just appropriated something, washed it out, created a whole new language. And the way that I describe it, very simply, the way that I describe it, the way that I think about it is, it is like they created a language similar to, it has a country club vibe. You got to work really hard to learn it and get in and get access, first of all. But it has that country club vibe to it. It's, in fact, a lot of things about the way that the people who made modern Hebrew, if you notice, the way that they practice their faith, oftentimes, it's very much a closed community, like a country club. It's exclusive, and the teachings and things are kind of exclusive. They're not evangelizing and spreading the gospel the way that we are commanded to, and the way that we demonstrate, the people of the book demonstrate this behavior of evangelism. And that's not just people of the book in terms of Israelites. That is inherent in tribal cultures, people of color. So that's people from African countries, South American and Central American countries, Native Americans. Native Americans are a great example, because look what happened. Columbus and his fools, his goons, his colonizing friends came over here, and Native Americans were kind enough to teach them and enlighten them on how to cultivate the land. And they turned around and enslaved us and enslaved them. And now they're left living on reservations with meager resources and welfare. Cultural appropriation, theft, global scale theft. Theft, global scale theft. So it irritates me when you go online and that is what comes up, because global scale theft is what is popular. That's what is spread more widely and easily. They have the resources, the finances, and whatever, the power, earthly power, to spread their message more widely than those of us who are actually trying to follow the truth. You see that? It just truly irritates, it flares up my righteous indignation. Everything about it is opposite of scripture. And okay, not everything, because we could unpack some things they do well that we could stand to do better. And there are a lot of people on TikTok, I think they're right when they say there's some stuff we should gatekeep. But we can't. It's in our DNA to evangelize. It is in our DNA to educate and try to get people to the truth and to things that bring them life and peace. It's in our very nature, because we're made in Yah's image. We're not cultural appropriators. We are teachers, educators, evangelists. We are passionate about trying to help equip people to come out of oppression and to liberate people, because that is the nature of Yah's people. Even in the scripture, we see that sojourners were welcomed into our nation. It's just been in our bloodline and our DNA forever to welcome people in. And they need to convert to us, though. It shouldn't be us assimilating to them. It should always be them assimilating into us. Assimilate, not appropriate. Big difference.